Hello, this is the TradeSet U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview and Domestic Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Monday, the 27th of February, 2017, ending Friday the 3rd. Hope you had a good trading week. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. Daily chart of the broad market in futures form. Really a flat week. Remember, we only had a 4-day week, so Monday we had a gap up and held, and then Tuesday was narrower, Wednesday was right there. I mean, almost every close this week was right at the same number, so it's been very uneventful and not a lot of progress made. Friday was looking like a dip. We were heading down, and then they recovered it a bit. Let's look at the broader indices, and then we'll go look at the intra-week action and go from there. So crude oil closes the week at 53.99, down 46 cents on Friday, effectively where it was a month ago, still pretty flat. Gold up 650, that's a little bit higher. S&P cash index ended up gaining 3 after being down almost the whole day on Friday. NDX up 10, but again, look at that, right where it was most of the week. SOX lost literally less than a point. That's a blip on the SOX. Biotech's up 6.5. VIX down 24 cents. Trend closes at 1.79, another huge trend reading. A lot of those lately. Brings the 10-day moving average back up to 1.08. NASDAQ volume 1.5 billion on Friday. That was the lowest of the week, the lowest of the last 3 weeks. Almost, yeah, lowest since back in January at one point in time. So very light volume on Friday. Advanced decline ratio negative 200 on Friday. More stocks down than up on the NASDAQ. On the New York, it was plus 141. So basically net for the market, almost flat. A couple more stocks down than up. Google loses 3 on Friday, holding above the 10-day moving average there. Apple gains 13 cents. Doesn't really mean much. Amazon down 6.95. Remember, it had a 13 sell signal the other day, and that's the high. Netflix up 47 cents. Tesla up 101. Bouncing back. Look at that bounce right off that red static trend line. Bonds were up big, up $1.34 on the TLT. That's the 20-year ETF. Dow Jones up 11. We don't really care about the Dow. Goldman Sachs loses 384. Notice the perfect use. The 13 sell signal, the pink risk line on Goldman. Not a pretty chart. We made some money short this stock recently. We'll probably do it again. Let's look at the intra-week action. We'll switch to 10-minute candles, but keep in mind we only have 4 days this week. So the way this works is you can see off to the far left, Friday's closed. Monday there's a no volume half session there for the holiday. So Tuesday we gap up and pushed higher. That was almost the range for the week, not just the day of the week. Look at that. Pulled back a bit and closed near the highs of the session. Actually, no, we didn't. We pushed towards the highs of the session, but then closed about mid-range. Wednesday, small gap down, filled it. Look how flat Wednesday was. Thursday, we got the gap up, but immediately sold off. That was our best action of the week. Made a lot of money on some stocks in that window. And closed about even. Friday, gap down, and then barely tried to recover. Couldn't do much. Dead flat, and then the last 15, 20 minutes or so. Remember, there's 3 extra candles here on the futures, but the 15 minutes of the stock market at the end were pushed up. So if you look at the whole week, you just look at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, you're talking about, this is the S&P, and you're talking about basically a 13-point range for the whole week. It's not even average daily range. Horrible. NASDAQ side, about the same, a little weaker on Thursday, and closed a little weaker for the week. Didn't have the gap held. Like, in other words, Friday, we were trading lower than the prior Friday, which is not true on the broad market. All right, let's take a look at the economic data. Coming out this week, Monday, durable orders and pending home sales, not a big deal. Tuesday, second look at GDP, got the trade and goods number, we got, which is not the budget, trade balance number. Wholesale inventories, Chicago PMI, consumer confidence. Now, keep in mind, Tuesday is end of month, so it's not end of quarter, but it's end of month. Statements, print, all that type of stuff. Could be a little slower on Tuesday. Wednesday, MBA mortgage applications index, personal income and spending, core PCE prices. Construction spending, ISM index, crude oil inventories, auto and truck sales at 2 p.m., Fed beige book at 2 p.m. Thursday, and that's a lot of data to start the month, by the way. Thursday, challenger job cuts, the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers, natty gas, Friday, ISM services. Keep in mind that we do not have a holiday in March. There's no days where the market is closed in March. So it's a straight trading month. It's a long month from that perspective. If you really map the calendar out, we've got the rest of we have Monday and Tuesday wrapping up February, and then we got the rest of the week. And then after that, 4 full weeks. So we've got 4.5 full trading weeks with no holiday. Hopefully that leads to some action. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the market. We continue to feel like the pullback is looming. When it happens, that'll probably be the best money we've made in a while. We'll definitely be on top of it. but I don't see the momentum carrying us much higher at this point. I don't see the impetus for it either. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Have a great trading week.